Hi guys, Ole! Today we're going to be making some Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supremes, or at least the mock version. All right, so I have a bunch of ingredients here for you to do it with, and it's real simple. So why don't you come on in and I'll show you what you need. All right guys, I'm going to show you what you need. Now, what I have here is I bought the gigantic burrito shells, okay? These are the grandes. I think El Paso makes them. They're gigantic. These are perfect for what you need them for. And then I have the tostadas. Whoops. All right, so everything here is store-bought, okay? So, I didn't make anything homemade or anything, but this is pretty much, what you're gonna need to make for the shells. I did pre-make some taco meat, okay? I just used chopped meat with the taco seasoning. This is just a little bit of vegetable oil that we're gonna use when we fry them in the pan, okay? And then your toppings, you can use any kind of topping you want. Okay, but what I have here, I have some nacho cheese. I have some pico de gallo. This is regular cheddar, shredded cheddar cheese, some sour cream, and some shredded lettuce. Okay, so now you can put anything you want in these, but I personally like these toppings, and this is kind of like what Taco Bell uses. Now, I cleaned my counter really well, so this is all cleaned up over here. Otherwise, you could put it on a plate or whatever. And what you want to do is take one of your gigantic burrito shells, okay? Now, first thing I do is I put just a little bit of cheese, almost like making it for the tostada to stick on it, right? So you're gonna take a tostada, put it down on your cheese. You don't have to do it this way. You can layer it any way you want, but I thought this was good. Now, I'm gonna put a little sour cream. Okay, now again, you're gonna just kind of mix that around, get it all over the tostada. You can put some shredded lettuce on there, some pico. Okay, gonna get that all on there nice. Whoops. You can do it as neatly or as sloppy as you want. Okay, I'm gonna put a little meat now. Now the meat, again, put as little or as much as you want. If you wanna use refried beans, if you wanna use some rice in there, put a nice amount of meat or whatever you're putting. I always put a little extra of the nacho cheese because we like the cheese. And then some shredded cheese. Okay, now I'm gonna pat it down. Now what I like to do, and you don't have to do this, now you can do this with, you can buy the smaller, like the taco shell, the regular flour tortilla, and put it on there. I didn't do that, so I'm gonna use another tostada, and I'm gonna squish it in, okay? I'm gonna squish it on like that. Of course, I have a little extra meat there. Now, to fold this up, it's real simple. You go like this, right? Fold it one side, and you just keep going around the whole thing. Now you gotta hold it in place. Okay, hold it in place so it stays intact. Okay, and you're gonna wind up with this. Okay, now what you wanna do with this is you wanna lay it flat down on the pan. So I'm gonna go make sure my pan is nice and warm. You're gonna use a little vegetable oil, and we're gonna toast this up in the pan. So I'm gonna head over to the stove. You can come with me, and I'll show you what to do. All right, guys, I have on here a nice hot pan. You want to do like a medium heat. You don't want to go too hot or it'll burn. Okay, and you're going to put a little bit of vegetable oil, just a little. Okay, just so you could get that to crisp up. All right, you can use Pam if you don't have vegetable oil. I would not use olive oil in this because you don't want it to burn. Okay, you want this to be an oil that doesn't take a lot of burning when you're heating it, okay? Don't use butter or anything like that. Just use a little vegetable oil or pan, okay? Now what you wanna do is put this in the pan. Can you hear it? Make sure your hands are always clean. I always tell you, wash your hands. I washed them right before I put it in the pan. Okay, now what you wanna do is let this sit here for about 3 minutes, and then we're gonna flip it once it gets nice and crispy on the other side. All right, guys, this has been cooking for about 3 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna check it and make sure it's ready to be flipped over, which I think it is. Let's see. Aha, look at that. Perfectly golden browned. As it's cooking, I like to press it down because everything on the inside, you want it to get warm. You don't want it to be cold, because your cheese, you want that to melt. So what I do is I got this at Dollar Tree. It's one of those pancake flippers. It's nice and large, so it'll flip it and you can use it to really get this pressed down nicely. Okay, so we're gonna let this cook now for about 3 more minutes on this side till it's nice and crispy. I'll plate it up and I'll show you what it looks like when we are done. All right, guys, here is the finished product. So here it is. I made a little bit of Spanish rice We have some salsa and sour cream. Again, you can serve it with whatever you want. And a little strawberry margarita. All right, that always has to go with it. Now, I think we should cut this open and check to see what it looks like inside. Okay, it's got a nice crunch. You hear that crunch? Yum. Look at this. Doesn't that look delish? You know, this could probably use a little more tomato in there. But other than that, I think it looks pretty good. Now, I'm not going to taste it only because I don't want to get the stuff all over my mouth because then I can't talk to you when I'm chewing. But it does look great, and I am going to eat some for dinner and have a little margarita. But I do want to throw a quick shout out there to 3 people. First is my friend Lorraine, who asked me to make these on a video so you can see how easy and quick they are. My friend Angie, my next door neighbor, who loaned me her husband's mariachi hat. And then my friend Sandy, who gave me this adorable apron for Christmas. So thank you, ladies. I appreciate it all. And hopefully I'll get to see you all and we can go for a drink. You know? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy it. Instead of having Taco Tuesday, you can do something like this just to change it up a little bit. And I hope you enjoy. So subscribe to my channel if you didn't, and I appreciate it. See you later.